everybody. Well, we went scalloping yesterday. Wanted to talk to you about snorkeling gear. I'm going to give you some tips and advice of what I've learned and the best thing for, well, the best way to get something that'll make you have the most enjoyable time out there on the water. Because there ain't nothing worse than being out there on the water. The fins and all that I'll talk to you about now. But there's nothing worse than being out there in the water, snorkeling, looking for scallops, and just having a leaking mask. So, let me start by fins. For scalloping, I always recommend fins. For snorkeling, but for scalloping, which is what we do out here, I always recommend fins. A lot of people don't use them. They don't think they need them. And actuality, you don't really have to have them. But it just makes it so much better because you could sit there and you don't have to use your hands for nothing. You could be holding the collection bag, scallop net, and just moving your feet. You don't have to be sitting there constantly going like this. So the fins I use are these kind of fins with the straps in the back. These fins here, you need booties for them. The reason is because they're so big, so your feet kind of wiggle around in there, and with the booties, everything fits in there perfect. The reason why I use these is when you're coming out of the boat, you got to step on the ladder to get up on the boat. If you have these, which there's nothing wrong with these, I use these too, but there's just a time and a place for them. If you have these, when you're gonna go climb on the boat and you take these off, and if you step down again on the grass, you're barefooted. And since you can't use these to climb on the boat, any of them, and when you're barefooted in that grass, I have seen sea urchins, rockfish, there's oyster shells. You don't want to get cut with an oyster shell or even a scallop. So you take these off, take them off, throw them in the boat, and when you put your foot back down, you got protection. So that's my recommendation. They don't have to be expensive fins, but as long as you have these. And you cannot use these with these. So unless you buy like if you're a size 9 and then you buy like a 15 fin, but it just won't work. So next, net. You could use the collection net for the scallops, well, for whatever, but scallops, what we do out here, to put all your gear in it. I use a bag, but you could use a regular net. Snorkel, I use this snorkel. I use this one for everything because I scuba dive, and this one here, when you take it out of your mouth and you put the regulator, it's out of the way. But I really like these to have this drain valve down here. When you go down, when you come back up and you blow, instead of having to shoot all that water out of here, some of it will shoot out, but most of it shoots out through down here. It's so much easier to drain it. Next, masks. When you buy a mask, I know it's a lot cheaper to get them at those box stores, but when you buy them at those big box stores or online, you can't try them on. And a mask is almost pretty much like a shoe. Some shoes you need a size 9, some you need a size 8.5, some you need a size 9. Every mask fits different, every person, every face is different. So when you go to one of those big box stores, you have no way of trying it out. Like I said, there's nothing worse than being out there and every 2 minutes going like this, you're swimming, next thing you know, going like this. Besides the fact that then the salt water will burn most of everybody's eyes, so then your eyes will be sitting there burning. So dive shops, if you go to the dive shops, they have every single price range. And if you go to the dive shop, you could try on every single mask that they have in a wall. It's better to spend a little bit more money and have a great day on the water. Besides, that mask is going to last you. They all will, even the box stores ones. But once you buy it, you don't have to buy it again for years if you take care of it. So dive shops, you could try on every single mask. When you try them on, they'll explain to you at the dive shop how to do it. But you don't use the strap. The strap on a mask is basically to hold it, so in case you bump it, you hit it or something, that it doesn't fall off your face. There has been, you can't believe how many people put masks on and they get the straps and they tighten them. When you do that, it creates even more creases, and it makes it leak even more. So guess he doesn't like me talking on here. So you don't want to over tighten them. All you need, this thing is loose. I mean, it just gets there in the back of my head, but it kind of just, you know. So anyway, so to try them on, you move the strap out of the way, put it down, up, whatever, put it against your face, push in, or inhale through your nose. You don't want to, it will not fit you properly if when you inhale through your nose, if you have to continue to inhale through your nose, because what you're doing is you're holding the mask on there by sucking air. If you put it onto your face and you inhale and it squishes against your face and it stops eventually, there's no air going in the mask, which means there's no water that's going to go in the mask. So that's the way to try them out. And then if you hold your breath, it should actually pop your ears because the mask is trying to pull out. That's how sealed. That's what you want. You want that seal. Then the other thing is mustaches. If you go try on a mask, you have a mustache, you probably ain't gonna find one that fits you because it's gonna leak through your mustache. So what I would do, you're gonna look funny, but I would just shave my mustache and then go and try them out. If it fits you, once your mustache grows, or when you're over there, buy a little tube of mask seal. They sell them however, like this little chapstick tube. I already put some on here because the video I did earlier didn't work. So you put this on your, it's basically 100% silicone, and you put it on your mustache. It's super sticky, but anyways, you put it on your mustache, and when you put your mask on, you could tell I have a mustache. I already have it on here. And when you put your mask on, here's the way it's, when a mask is properly sealed. This is how it fits. I'm not even sucking, I'm not even inhaling through my nose. And then when you pull it out, listen to it. See, completely sealed. That's what you want. You don't want no air going in it. Air that goes into your mask means water's gonna go into your mask. So anyways, if you guys have any questions, any way I can help you, send me a comment. Ask any questions. I get back to every single person. So I hope all these tips I hope all these tips work for you, and enjoy being out on the water and have a safe and fun time out there. And I'll see you on the water. I noticed while I was talking to you guys, the spoon here, if you guys noticed, what's that guy doing with that spoon in his pocket? Well, next video that's coming up, how to clean scallops, because I want to be cleaning scallops for the next couple hours now. So I'll show you guys my way of cleaning the scallops, what works the fastest for me.